Damien from DK Film Podcast. Today, we'll be doing another episode today. So yeah, let's get on into it. Well, before we get on into it, we got a couple things to say. I got a couple things to say. First, hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. We're going to be doing a lot more episodes. We got a lot more coming down here. Of course, we only have 2 more episodes left until we get to a free until everything goes behind a paywall, and clips will be uploaded here onto YouTube. So just letting you guys know that you can check out the subscribe store link that should hopefully be in the description down below for you to check out that as well. Also, check out the other content on DKBrickStudios. I would highly recommend checking that out. We do a lot of cool stuff with science fiction and Lego. So yeah. Now let's kind of get into what we're going to be talking about today. We got a lot to talk about today. We got some Jurassic Park news. We've got some stuff with studios. Something with Tron and some movies we're going to be talking about as well. So yeah, let's get on into this, shall we? Let's. Alrighty. So the first article we have is regarding the theaters. Well, one theater. So AMC is going to be open theaters charging 15 cents a ticket on opening day. Now, it's not what you think, unfortunately. Although it is pretty cool, nonetheless. I think it is a cool idea, and I do want to partake in it, nonetheless. So, let's get into what this is about. So, with all that AMC has endured, they came up with something that is novel, yet clever. For one day, theaters will sell tickets at 15 cents each. This is roughly what it would cost for a ticket in 1920. That is the same year the company was started. So pretty much, yeah, we'll be able to experience what it was like to purchase, cost of a movie from the 1920s, which I'd like to experience at some point. That'd be cool. As somebody who's a film who loves watching films from every era of film's history. I'd love to, know what it's like to watch these films, some of the films in theaters, and I mean we've actually got some cool ones coming up down the pipeline that they're going to be doing. So, this doesn't apply to new blockbusters, but legacy titles such as Black Panther and The Empire Strikes Back. They are in the works of reopening their theaters in the U.S. They plan on having 2/3 of their 600 locations operating in time for Tenet's release, which we've been talking about. Tenet has been very big it's going to be very big hopefully for the theater industry. We've talked about that in the first episode, but again, the idea, the stuff of Tenet is going to be big. This is going to be something that's going to hit us that is very important, and they really want this film to come out and be in the theaters, which is what it seems like which will be happening, of course. So, now this does not include their locations in New York and Los Angeles. So keep that in mind. Starting on August 21st, which this episode should be out by then. But we'll see. They'll be showing older films such as Back to the Future, Ghostbusters, and Grease at $5 a ticket. A few new movies that are opening in advance of Tenet will be Unhinged. I don't know what Unhinged is. I think I know what Unhinged is. They mention Unhinged in here. It's a Russell Crowe thriller. I think I know what that's about. I think that's the one where it's like, what's the face? Road rage. What could happen? That kind of film, And New Mutants will be $10. Will be at $10 depending on the market. So it seems like it'll be cheaper, which is good to hear. Though they're also offering more incentives to the members of the subscription program. And if you like what you're hearing here with the newer incentives, highly recommend joining it. I unfortunately don't have one. I don't have much income to do shit with my So I have to, be fruitful. I have to be plentiful. I don't know if plentiful is the right word, but fruitful might be. I'm having trouble. So yeah. We'll be giving a something dollar credit. I apparently my computer, on my computer I typed QP, so it might be $10 or $20. Yeah, $10 credit to use through the end of October. I'll highlight that right here. So you have a $10 credit that you can be able to use on through the end of October. It is also pledging on not increasing the prices of its subscription service through June 2021. The program is also enabling users to see up to 3 movies for between $20 and $25. You will be required to wear a mask, and they will have social distancing as well. Now, I'm just going to say this. I am not a huge fan of the whole we have to wear masks and all that deal. Don't get me wrong. I get where we're going with it, why we need to do it, but it's like, it makes my life harder. And I'm not trying to sound like I am a victim or anything. No, I'm not. I'm just somebody who has autism. It's a little different. My life is already is difficult in some aspects, some are not, and social interaction is difficult. So I'm only making sure you guys, hopefully you guys understand. I cannot understand, I don't understand all the complex intricacies of social interaction. Nonverbal for sure is something I do not understand. I have a rough idea about it, but not too much. So one of the ways I know to kind of help me figure out what the mood somebody's in is with their face, with their smile, their posture. Not all the time. Their eyes, I barely even look at that because I can't even hold eye contact because I look off to the side. That's why my camera's off to the side. Well, mainly because I have another screen right that I'm looking at while we're recording. But you know, I like the effect that it causes where it's like I look like I'm looking like at the article we're talking, which actually is kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie, but also like with this. That it's like, okay, with the mask now, it's like, okay, my primary source, the mouth, is gone. It's hard for me to see what emotions you're trying to convey, what you're saying. Now, of course, there is the tone, but it's like, sometimes it's hard to tell with the tone, so it's like, I need to see the face. Sometimes I can basically understand when somebody sighs or groans, what they might be feeling, but again, that's like it's a thing with me. I'm still working on my social cues. Somebody was calling me. I am not picking that up. I'm not worried about that. But yeah, with the mask, it's hard for me to figure it out. So don't get me wrong. I get where they're going with it, but it's like I'd rather if I'm ever in a conversation with somebody, I'd rather just ask them if it's okay if I not wear a mask, if we not wear a mask, and if we're good to just I mean, I as long as we're kind of like at a good semi-social distance, like 6 feet that's basically my height, minus an inch. All right. Or 2, but still, it's like, okay, I have to, be careful. I'll be sure to, be at some distance. I'm not gonna be, try to sound like I'm, wanting everything to be me, accommodate to me. But let's not get into that anymore. Okay, let's just on to the next thing. Before I like that they're, planning to, make not raise their subscription prices, which is nice. That is very appreciative of them to do that. With all the economic troubles they're having, although I bet you after June 2021, it's gonna go up higher. It's gonna be a huge increase, but we will see after that. And yeah, honestly, I'm excited for this. I honestly hope this helps give AMC the money that they they can use, which. I'm so going to look into doing this. I'm going to try to find a theater that is doing this for me. So, yeah. Now, on to another set of news. Tron. And there's a lot of ads. Of course there are. Okay. I'm trying to figure out how to best... Let's just do it like this. Okay. Okay, so... Tron. This is going to be the 3rd film in the movie franchise. Jared Leto is planned on being the star of the movie, and Gareth Davis is to be the director. Now, we will look into it, although I don't have the tabs I need open for that, but we'll do that while we're here. We're gonna do that live. Well, for you, recorded, but for me, live. Funny, huh? So yeah, property in 2020. Okay, wait. Yeah, the original Tron was not a box office success, but gained a loyal cult fan base that Disney then revived the property in 2010. The money made money at the box office, and there have been rumors of a third Tron film in the years since. Garth Davis is known for small artsy films. This will be his first take on a tentpole franchise film. It is not greenlit yet, unfortunately, but hopefully it is. It does get soon. I would love to see another Tron movie. Tron was a fun movie to watch. It's fun to watch. I love Tron. I remember watching it. I remember watching the original one when I was wee lad, and I mean wee lad, like my dad. He saw it when it was out when he was originally an adult. I mean, like a kid or a teenager at least. So yeah, we were able to watch it because it was available to us. So yeah. But yeah, it's a good film, and I did enjoy Tron Legacy as well. That was a good film as well. Heavily enjoyed it. So now, okay, so he's known for what film? Oh shoot, I think it was Lion. Yes, Garth Davis. Oh no, wait. I want to look up Garth Davis on here. I want to look up a Lion here. Okay, we'll look at that for later. So, Garth Davis is a renowned television, and commercials director whose feature directorial debut as Lion was nominated for 6 Academy Awards, including Best Picture. That's pretty good, honestly. I'm not gonna lie, that is actually really good. For the first time in history of Directors Guild, Davis was nominated twice in the same year for Lion. For the DGA Award for Outstanding Editorial Achievement. Let's see more about this. We're not gonna read. We might just look at all this. The latter. And Outstanding Directorial Achievement for a first feature film director. The latter he won, starring Dev Patel, Nicole Kidman, Rooney Mara, and David Wenham. Lion was nominated for 4 Golden Globes, 6 Critical Choice Awards, and 5 BAFTAs. So this guy, I have trust in him. Unlike, what we looked at last week for Captain Marvel 2, I don't have trust in her. I didn't have trust in her. I already forget the director's name. Now that could be saying something. What? I have no clue at the moment. So, Davis was previously nominated for an Emmy for directing the critically acclaimed television series Top of the Lake, alongside Academy Award-winning Jane Campion. He also earned a DAG Award nomination for his work in commercials, which have garnered numerous international accolades for the memorable, human, iconic, and cinematic feel. Huh. Davis has completed Mary Magdalene, starring Rooney Mara and Joaquin Phoenix, with Seesaw Films producing, and is set to be... Huh. Might check out that as well. Pins, the Denny Award winning short film Alice. Okay, I like what this guy's done. Okay, we're going to look up Mary Magdalene as well. I have not seen that film, but surely this guy can do good. So let's take a quick look at Lion. Very good. Very good. We've got 84% by the critics and 91% by the fans, by the audience. So let's take a look at some of the audience reviews. Okay, this is 4.5, 5 stars. One of the most important stories for its message. It remembers the importance of humanity and how much every every people's lives count, showing some of the worst problems that can happen to millions of poor people still today. This story tells about one lucky case. Alright. Absolutely gut-wrenching. Took a day for me to recover. Okay. We'll take a look at this one before. I don't want to. Such powerful performances by Dave Patel, Sony Pawar. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, but if I did, my bad. That it's hard not to emphasize and share a few or many tears. Telling of Saru's somewhat normal new life is punctuated with scenes of his traumatic past, ensuring the pace of the film never falls short of thrilling, an unmissable film. I actually have to look at this. Great movie, excellent storyline and emotional attachment to the movie. We saw okay. So far we see a 2-star review, but on this page it's mostly 1 page as well. This is literally trash. I'm only just reading this just because I want to hear what the heck to see what this guy is saying. This is literally trash, and there is absolutely nothing good about this movie. You could tell what was going to happen from the start. I could smell the Indian all the way from What? Okay, that's in a different language. I don't speak that. It's good. Wonderful movie, especially for being a true story. Wow, okay then. Great, moving will make you cry. Yeah, so it seems like he did pretty good. Now let's look up Mary Magdalene. Ooh. You see why I look up people, folks? This is why. This here's why. Ooh, let's look at this. Ooh. Okay, so this person gave it 5 stars. Perhaps I was watching this at a transitional point in my life. I was in tears the first time in. Joaquin Phoenix is absolutely phenomenal, portraying one of the greatest spiritual icons of humanity. His voice was right on. Rooney Mara, it was phenomenal as well. Was it pure love or God's love that? Okay, or God's love that touched my spirit. Okay, that some commas and some periods could have been useful there. Boring and not biblically accurate. Ooh. I wanted to like it more. It was well intentioned, but not very good movie. Too boring and lacked in the story. It seemed to have some inaccuracies. The casting was horribly off. First and only feeling. Ooh. I want to see this one. Okay, this one. Just the fact they mentioned feminism and all that. Let's see what this. Mary Magdalene is a feminist reinterpretation of the gospel story through the eyes of Mary Magdalene. Rebelling against her family, a young woman from Magdala becomes a follower of the revolutionary rabbi named Jesus and forms a unique bond with him. Starring Rooney Mara, Joaquin Phoenix, and I have no idea how to pronounce this. I don't want to butcher it. I'm not going to attempt it. The film has a strong cast and gives some impressive performances, especially Mara, drawing from the 2016 Apostle Victim Decree. Mary is depicted as the 13th apostle who sees Jesus' vision clearer than the others, and there are other Gnostic influences in Jesus' teachings. How Jesus' teachings are interpreted. Still, the storytelling is remarkably well done, and all the sets are in costumes. It's not a traditional gospel story, and it is little theologically suspect. Yet Mary Magdalene is compelling character drama that represents the interesting vision of its immortal tale. Okay, not bad. This person was like, it was related to the characters. It brought so much me to tears. I realize not everybody's going to appreciate the quality of the substance and the relatability of this film, but to me, it's 5 stars. Half a star, wow. A pure, not interesting fiction story with actors that didn't fit. Okay. 3. This is trash, bro. Really, really memo. What? Okay. Let's move on to our next story. Why don't we? Okay. We still have more to talk about, folks. Alright? Still more to talk about. Okay. So, Sony Pictures. Sony Pictures' first studio driving experience sells out in 24 hours. Oh, wow, this has been updated. Oh. Well, previously, they were going to be doing so that was not the title that I saw when I read this, but oh, wow, okay. Why? This is a week for many things. A week for multiple, things. So let's go over what I gathered from the article originally, and we will then cover the update after. All right. So, Sony Pictures will be hosting a high-end dual big screen driving experience on its lot in Culver City, California, starting Friday. So if you're near there, go on and check it out. I'd highly recommend it. And this is already past the start of it, but you can still check it out, at least, if it's still going on. Yeah, it still should be still going on. This is the first major studio to turn its lot into a drive-in theater. It will be located in the studio's Fallberg parking lot and showcase several classic Sony catalog titles. In lieu of the traditional premiere, a screening of the upcoming TriStar Stage 6 rom-com, The Broken Hearts Gallery. Won't be looking at that. So that's also going to be being shown there as well. Atom tickets will be the exclusive ticket retail for Sony Pictures driving experience. I have tickets for that, so I have that app. I don't have tickets. I am nowhere near. I'm on the other end. I'm on the East Coast, not on the West Coast. All right, not happening with me here, folks, unfortunately. But I do have Atom tickets. It's a nice app, I will say. I like to use them for my tickets. Okay, so they will be able to hold about 75 cars per screening. Admission price is $30 per car. So, honestly, I think that's not a bad price. I mean, if you're going with multiple people. Let's say you're going with a family of 4. That's not a bad price. Also, that's I have no idea. That's I think it's less than $8, a little over $8, if I'm not mistaken. A little less. I think. Yeah, a little less than $8, a little over $7. So, not bad, $7, $8 per person. I mean, if it's for 4 people, but if it's for 2, that's $15 a person, which is still cheaper than a movie theater ticket. But this, of course, this is probably around the same price for one person for a single ticket. But again, not bad pricing in my opinion. Not bad. It works out nicely. They will follow all public health and safety requirements mandated by the Los Angeles County Department of Public Health and the City of Culver City. Okay. Porsche Cars North America is serving as the official automotive sponsor for the driving experience. Guests will be able to view the latest products from the automake. Guests will be able to see their first all-electric sports car, the Taycan, as well as the new Sienna Coupe. I think I said that correctly. I have no clue, though. I'm not getting there. While hardtop theaters are continue to be closed, drive-ins are quite alive in California. Quickly, I do want to go to a drive-in theater, though. Drive-in theater, that just sounds like so much fun. I'd love to go to a drive-in theater. That'd be so much fun to go and have fun, talk to, just be in a car, watch a movie. That sounds like so much fun. I've never done that in my life, and I'd love to experience that. There's a lot of things in my life I've never done, and I'd like to experience, but I'm not getting into that. That could be something I talk about when we do one of our autism-centric movies, alright? Specials, alright? But yeah, it's not bad. I would love to give it a look. On my way back from Cedar Point, I actually saw a drive-in theater just like the screen and all that. I'm like, whoa! My brain was amazed. I was like, oh my god, I want to go to that. I want to go to one of these. So yeah, now some of the movies that the drive-in experience will include are Baby Driver, Bad Boys for Life, Bloodshot. Actually, let me do you guys a little favor here. There, you can see that as well. The Baby Driver, Bad Boys for Life, Bloodshot, Don't Breathe, Ghostbusters, 1984. Not the new one, but the old one, which is good. I mean, a lot of people don't like the 2016 Ghostbusters, which is understandable, but hey, at least they'll get more people to watch that that one than the others. They got Grown Ups, Jumanji, The Next Level, Karate Kid, 1984 as well, Men in Black, 1997, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Spider-Man Homecoming, and Spider-Man Far From Home. So that's what some of the movies you can expect of this, my friends. And now let's talk about this update, because this is news to me as well. This is the first thing that's happening with me. So, in just 24 hours, Sony Pictures' drive-in experience has sold out its entire 12-weekend run of catalog titles. People really want to get out of the house during the pandemic. No word yet if the drive-in will continue to expand its show times or days, but right now, it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Oh! This is already sold out. Okay, well, we'll let you know if there's any new info about this. We'll let you know if anything comes of it, if we get any more information from it. So, yeah. Well, I'll let you guys know. Alrighty, on to the next bit. On to the next news. 1970s set Batman animated movie cast reveals cast. So, I like the animated movies, and we actually have a couple to talk about this week, so we're going to be talking about that, plus two others that are not related to anything we're going to be talking about this week, and will be for the rest of these articles, but I wanted to watch them because I could. So, Batman is headed for the 70s in his newest animated venture. This is known as Batman Soul of the Dragon. This is not based on any comic book storyline. Rather, it is an original tale, which actually I kind of want to see. That'll be really interesting to see, to be honest. I'm quite intrigued, to be perfectly honest. Bruce Wayne faces a deadly menace from his past with the help of three former classmates, world-renowned martial artist Richard Dragon, Ben Turner, and Lady Shiva. It stars David Giannotonelli as Bruce Wayne / Batman, Mark Dacascos as Richard Dragon, Kelly Hu as Lady Shiva, Michael Hua White as Ben Turner / Bronze Tater, and James Hwang as O Sensei, and Josh Keaton as Jeffrey Burr. I'm actually really curious if Josh Keaton is related to Michael Keaton. This film will be produced by Warner Brothers Animation and Warner Bros. Home Entertainment. It's due to come out in early 2021, and when it comes out, we will talk about it. There's not really much to talk about this because it's the cast. Which honestly, that's cool to hear that they've got an animated that they've one got a new animated film, but two they have a cast. So yeah, I'm just looking at my nails because my nails could be trimmed. If you're wondering what I'm looking at, so yeah, my hands, buddy. So. We have two Jurassic World news to talk about today, folks. Let's get on into it, shall we? Let's. Alrighty. And we don't need this ad here. We could be seeing a key location again in the next Jurassic World movie. This location was key in Jurassic Park 2 and 3. Trevorrow shared a photo of a prop, and we will show you that prop right here. Of a prop to the fan site Jurassic Outpost. This prop is an engine cold storage crate used to keep dinosaurs chilled and preserved. Now we'll scroll down here for my next sentence here. This prop has the markings that says Site B, Isla Sorna. This suggests that the characters of Dominion will visit Isla Sorna again, which would be really cool. Which actually, I'm a bit of a, I don't know if I'm the only one who does this kind of stuff, but if I am, whatever, I'm me. But I've noted that we've seen Isla Nublar 3 times in the film, in the Jurassic Park films, and only so far 2 in the new film, and so far 2. If we actually get to see Isla Sorna again in this film, we'd see both of them 3 times, so both islands 3 times, which will be pretty cool. So they could have they could have to deal with dinos from the island. Either way, this is exciting news. Isla Sorna, or Site B, it was where the real magic was. This was where the dinosaurs were made before they were shipped off to Isla Nublar. The folks who worked there were evacuated due to a hurricane. It was calculated that the dinosaurs would die without regular lysine injections. The creatures were able to find adequate lysine and sustaining nutrients from the local plant life. Life managed to survive, and they were left alone to roam free in the natural habitat. In Lost World, Eagle Malcolm explores the island with a research team and struggled with a rival engine group that end up to split in disaster results. Then in Jurassic Park 3, Alan Grant, who will be in Dominion, as we talked about last week. Big news, along with, or not just getting Alan Grant, of course. We're going to be getting Ellie Sattler and Ian Malcolm as well, which is going to be really cool. I can't wait to see the OGs in this film. And that's going to be awesome. Alan Grant went to Site B to rescue a couple's marooned son. They got besieged by a Spinosaurus, and we'll probably be talking. I think that's the next one we're talking about, if I'm not mistaken, or I could be wrong. No, forget that I said that, but we got something else regarding dinos, though. So for sure, they got besieged by the Spinosaurus and a flock of belligerent pterodactyls. Grant and his company escaped, but learned that the Spinosaurus has become the facto king of the island. Now, about the Spinosaurus, and actually I have an image of the Spino. Yes. Oh, look at this. I'll have to look at this next week, folks. New link. I'll have to look at that next week, huh? We'll have to look at that. Okay, we see here. There is intrigue with the Spinosaurus. The beast was not present in Jurassic World and Fallen Kingdom. Viewers would like to see a rematch with the T-Rex and the Spino. That'd be really cool if we could get that. Alright, I would love that. Paying another visit to Sorna, or bringing the dinos from the mainland, either physically or via more cloning, may resurrect the presence of the Spino on the screen, and we could get a rematch between the two. There is no announcement or smoking gun clue that the Spino is back, but it would be a real treat to fans, and I would agree. I hope they actually bring him back, because that'd be so cool. He'd be so cool. So cool. I love that. The Spino's a cool dino. Although my favorite dinosaur in the Jurassic World franchise is the Velociraptor. So, yeah. That's all we've got for this article, but we got something else to talk about related to that. And that link I showed, that came across in the article, we're going to talk about that next week. Alright? We're talking about that next week. Just you wait, folks. We'll talk about that next week. So, more Jurassic World news. Jurassic World Dominion will see a return to animatronic dinosaurs, says director. Woohoo. That's going to be fun. Okay, so Jurassic Park and its first couple of sequels were famous for two things: groundbreaking CGI and animatronic lifelike dinosaurs. Both together brought awe and realism to the first trilogy. CGI took over the animatronics and some of the realism in the long run, but that is why Colin Trevorrow promises a course correction to this nostalgia-filled follow-up to Fallen Kingdom. He told Collider there will be more animatronics in Dominion than the previous films. That's gotta be a lot. All right, a lot of dinos. Yeah. Okay. So Trevorrow said we've actually got more we've actually gone more practical with every Jurassic movie we've made since the first one. And we've made more animatronics in this one than we have in the previous two. That is a bold claim considering Hollywood's widespread over-reliance on visual effects and doing it in post. Animatronics can be on set and pulled in front of a camera in the old way, unless we are dealing with matte shots or rear projections, which matte shots and rear projections were how they did the special effects for, they did that for 2001, A Space Odyssey. So we'll be seeing something like that again. So we might get something like that. So that'd be cool. Okay, yeah. In any case, the actors will have something to react to. CGI took a lot away from that. Even in films where the two work together, you could see the glaring difference. Colin said that the combo will look seamless. That's gonna be wonderful to see. I can't wait to see that. I so can't. He continued, the thing that I found, especially in working in the past couple of months, is that we finally reached a point where it is possible digital expansion on animatronics will be able to match the texture and the level of fidelity that on film an animatronic is going to be able to bring. And you didn't use to be able to really mix them in. You could really see the seams. So that part of it is very exciting for me. A return to animatronics can mean a comeback of the replica or the physical, or a comeback or replica of the physical raptors and the T-Rex from the first films in all their glory, which would be so cool. I can't wait to see that. This day, the effects pack a punch and have aged very well. With the fact that we will be getting animatronics and scenes like we will be going back to Isla Sorna, we will be seeing the Spinosaurus emerge from the depths and cause havoc. Fans are hoping so, as we just talked about. So, for the practical effects, we'll add an extra dimension of the rematch between the T-Rex and the Spino. So, apparently I was right originally. This does connect with the previous story. Just look at that. It is good to know the original cast members, Laura Dern, Samuel, and Jeff Goldblum, as I said, which will be getting a Jurassic movie closer to what everyone is familiar of. So, that's it what we have for news today, folks. Now, we're not done yet. We've got one more thing left. One tiny little thing left. So, let me turn that off. And now it's time for movie reviews. Yay, movie reviews! I'm a child on the inside. Don't judge me. Alright? So, the first film I watched, and this is the first of the two that I watched that are animated DC films. So, the Freedom Fighters, The Ray. This film was alright. It could have been better. I feel like they focused a bit too much on Ray being gay. Now, I want to preface this. I ain't homophobic or anything like that. I know if I don't put this out there, although somebody might still take me out of context, but still, I'm just letting you guys know, I ain't homophobic or anything like that. I support whoever you want to be with, be whoever you want to be with. As long as it's not hurt anybody, I'm perfectly fine with it. I'm just letting you know, I feel like they focused a little bit too much on it, alright? Okay? A little too much. Don't get me wrong, it was nice seeing what a gay person has to go through in the film, but I feel like it could have changed some scenes where Ray was with his boyfriend. With either scenes of Ray fighting, him working in the housing job he had He had a housing job, I'll say that. I would have liked to have seen more about the job he did, because I wanted to see what an impact he had, you know? I wanted to know what kind of an impact it had to people, you know, to the people he helped. I mean, yeah, we only had one real scene where he was helping somebody, but I wanted to see more of that. I want to see that go, like continue on, and then maybe another scene where he's helping somebody else, you know? I want to see that. I wanted to see that. That would have been nice to see, and something that would add to the character of Rey. I would have loved to see more of the Nazi ruling Earth world. I was able to see that as a setting for a DC anime film. That's actually what the poster is of. I mean, most of the characters you see here are from the Nazi world. That and a couple do die, but I mean, I'm not gonna say who. I'm not gonna spoil that. I don't remember when this does come out. When it came out, so hey. All I'm gonna say is that I really found that world interesting. That world was very interesting and very unique, I will say. I think it would be nice to know more about that world and how the Nazis won World War II. Other than that, it was okay. Could have been better. The acting was good. Animation was good. The story, though, and the execution could have been better. I mean, the story was alright. Yeah, it could have. Those two could have been better. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna go double backing on it. But yeah, they could have been better. We'll see where it lands on the movie list today, folks. From me thinking about it, it's not going to be good. Its location, unfortunately. Teen Titans. Wait, I need to do the thing. There we go. Teen Titans. The Judas Contract. This was a good film. I feel like there was way more to it before and after. This is a continuation of the DC film, DC animated film, Justice League vs. Teen Titans, which I actually have thoughts on that. I might say that real quickly. It was a good film. I am a bit disappointed that we actually didn't see the Justice League fight the Teen Titans. The title was a bit misleading, but other than that, it was a good film. I heavily enjoyed it. But I feel like there was something more before it. And the reason why I say this is because we kind of get to know a bit more about Terra, it feels like. But at the end of the first of the Teen Titans vs. Justice League, we see Terra coming in, like, as an end credit scene, flying over to the tower. So I feel like there might have been another film in there. I don't know. I have to look into that. I need to look into what the DC animated universe is. So, because it's a thing, that's for sure. I don't know though. This is a part of a bigger universe and it still works on its own. I feel like I would get a better liking to it if I had seen something before it, if there is one. The characters were pretty good. Terra was interesting. The whole scene, there is one scene that was just wrong, and I'm not getting into it. It was just wrong. Wrong. I'm not going to go into detail about it. We're not talking about that. This kind of felt like the Justice League, kind of like Justice League War in the sense that Deathstroke, he was helping this group person take everybody out. And then the team got back together. The team was able to get together, rise up, get together, be able to fight Deathstroke and everybody who was, and who he was working for. Although this movie, I'm going to say it right now before I talk about Justice League War, this movie brings the phrase, bathing in the blood of your enemies to a whole new level. And if you've seen this film, you will know what I mean. What scene I'm referring to. Now, Justice League War, yeah, all the villains were working for God, I forgot the guy's name. I think his name was Silas. I could be wrong. I forget the guy's name, but all I know is he was from that caveman era, and he lived for like forever. And the team had to, come over all that, overcome what they were being hit by, and go from there, and defeat, the very old caveman. I'm gonna say that, and the Legion of Doom, and stop half the world from being destroyed. So yeah, the characters were good. The animation was well done. The story is good as well. All around, this is a good film. So, if I had if I had a mixer, I would so play the teaser for a little snippet of the music just to give you a hint of what we're about to talk about. But I'm not gonna riff it. I haven't added it to my sci-fi and animation playlist I have on Spotify. But I think a lot of people are actually gonna be excited to talk about this. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. We're actually starting a whole thing of Harry Potter this week. This is going to start Harry Potter. Now, next week, because HBO Max is soon going to get rid of Harry Potter, my goal for this week is to watch watch at least the next 4 films, and then part 1 and 2 of 7 in one day as well. Right after that, if not, maybe this week as well. I don't know. We'll see. That's my plan at least. We're going to talk about all of them next week. We'll talk as much as I can about them. I might just go all in one week just to, not have to worry about losing all about them this week, so I don't have to worry about it. But hey, let's get on with this, shall we? Let's talk about this film. This was a good one. So, this was a good film. I really like the story that was conveyed in this movie. Harry is a pretty interesting kid, but I like him. I also like Hermione and Ron. I might like Hermione more than the others, but we'll see as we go for this. And the next review kind of talks a bit more. You'll see how I changed a bit more, but as time goes on, we'll go from there. I like Hagrid as well. John Williams did a good job with the score. It kind of reminds me of the score for Attack of the Clones, even though it came out before episode 2 by a year. It still reminds me of the film's soundtrack. There's I'm gonna just say this, I've sat there, I would sit there and I'd hear moments and it's like, wow, this sounds like Star Wars. This reminds me of Star Wars Episode 2. Oh my god, wow. But again, to me, it makes sense because it's my rationale behind why it might sound like Star Wars is because John Williams had to have probably been working on this film and Attack of the Clones. I mean, he might have started working on Attack of the Clones while doing this one. Definitely was probably working on Attack of the Clones while working on Chamber of Secrets. So that's for sure. That's for sure. I don't really have much to say about this film. It was good. The special effects were good, though they were old for our time. I feel like they've aged quite well. I'm excited to continue watching this series. I like the world that J.K. Rowling created. It is so rich and vibrant. I feel like the story was well told and the acting in it was pretty good. Now, on to the second film. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. This was a good film as well. I really enjoyed it. I feel like they did a good job continuing the story of Harry, Ron, and Hermione. I will say, the CGI in this film was a lot better than the previous one, which is good to know. Even though they came out a year apart. The music sounded similar to at points to Attack of the Clones. It might due to the fact that Attack of the Clones were both this film and Attack of the Clones were both composed by the maestro John Williams. They also came out the same year, so it does in a way make sense. I like to see whether we got more of Hagrid. Hagrid is a pretty cool character. The acting in it was pretty cool. It was pretty good. There were some practical effects in the film. Mainly the basilisk. I could tell at moments that it was done practically. Lockhart was a pretty interesting character, I will say. All in all, this was a good film, and the story was well told and pretty good. So, that is that with that. Now, on to our movie list. Alrighty, folks. This has not changed since last week. Now, where would I put Rey in the Freedom Fighters Rey? It's below American Pickle. Why? Because it could have been a lot better. That was one that could have just been a lot better, I'm not gonna lie. There were just aspects of that film that could have been a lot better done. And, it was alright. It was alright. like I said, it could have been better, a lot better. But again, that is how it is. I'm not gonna get on its case. It is. It was a story that came out. It told the story. It was an alright story. I'm not gonna lie. Actually, they did the best they could, honestly. But yeah. Again, the one thing I wish they did change with this is, the folks stop focusing so much on Ray being gay and focus more on, his character. Because it felt like there were moments where it was like, he's gay. Hey, look, this guy's gay. Did you notice this guy's gay? It like there was one moment where, like, in a certain time span, in a short time span, I felt like, okay, yeah, this guy's gay. Did you get it? He's gay. He's gay. He's gay, by the way. I don't know if you heard. It's like, yes, I heard. Okay, good. So, now on to Justice League. Teen Titans. The Judas Contract. I feel like this would go above Ad Astra. Below Ad... No, above Ad Astra. Things... You would know. I'm thinking below Ad Astra, actually. What am I doing? Why don't I just do that? On track. It was good, don't get me wrong, but I mean, again, like I said, if there was more to the story, I would, take it. I would have been okay with that. But I mean, other than that, it was alright, don't get me wrong. Could have been better in some ways, but again, it was enjoyable. Definitely better than Dune. Don't get me wrong, Dune was good, but it was like, Dune had some moments where it kind of felt like I believe lagged, if I'm not mistaken. If my memory serves correctly. I mean, it's been a couple of weeks since we've talked about Dune, and again, I'm definitely going to be, I might actually add another column here where it's like anything edited. It's like if I edit the order of things, but yee. So, yeah. Now, the Harry Potter films. For sure, they're above Shazam, but below Ad Astra. I mean, not Ad Astra. Ad Astra on the brains. No, I need to bring this down too. But I don't know which one to go which. I feel like the Chamber of Secrets would go in number 2, but again, God, we're just expanding the length of this. And then we have Harry Potter and Stone. EP3. I'm gonna put that down because if I tap the one button I would use for what's his face, for the hyphen, the dash, I'm gonna stop the recording. I don't need to worry about that right now. So but yeah, like I said, it could have been better. The Sorcerer's Stone could have been a bit better, but again, it was setting up the world, establishing the characters, showing the dynamic between the two. But then again, I mean, Chamber of Secrets kind of flipped it on its head, where it's like, for a portion of the movie, Hermione was out, and it was just Harry and Ron. But of course, Hermione was still helping in ways, but not, her being physically there, but in other ways. But hey, she was there nonetheless. And trust me, and hey, if you have any of these films that are on this list, don't worry, it's gonna be, things will change. Right now we have 10 films in here, so yeah, American Pickle, although right now it's a nice place, we will, as time goes on, get newer, see better films. We'll be seeing the other different films that'll probably go below these, and some that'll be going in between these movies. Nothing so far that I know of will be challenging Space Odyssey for me. Things might go above Alita for me, but definitely not Space Odyssey. Space Odyssey is probably going to be the #1 movie for a very long time, unless something else like it comes out in a while. But we will see. So yeah, I think we're pretty much done here, folks. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I enjoy making it for you guys. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, turn notifications. Check my friends on the rise. Link is in the description down below, as always. Also, comment down below what you would like me to talk, if it, or any films you'd like me to talk about, or models you'd like me to build. Either way, that'd be greatly appreciated if you could do that. Or if you have any film recommendations, I would take any film recommendations. I'll see if I have it, or if I have access to it on any of the numbers, onto some of the streaming platforms I have. So yeah, access to. So yeah, other than that, I think that's it. This is Dan from DKBrickStudios. Also check out my socials, link to those in the description down below as well, along with my subscribe star link, which I should make sure I have that changed, and all that other good stuff. So yeah, this is Dan from DKBrickStudios signing off. Remember the force, and the force of the always. I'll see you all in the next
Birds of a feather, well weathered together, chasing the dark from the night. Trust in your feelings and find a new hope. Take your best shot and let go.